Hello, Life Groups. Welcome back. Thanks for gathering again today. We're in the third week of our Thankful series, and today we're looking at a story in Luke 17 where we see Jesus having an encounter with 10 men with leprosy. Now, leprosy isn't a concern today, especially with the advancements in modern medicine, but 2,000 years ago, that certainly wasn't the case. These 10 men had the worst of the worst disease of their day. An incurable disease that attacked the body, leaving sores, losing fingers and toes, and eventually whole limbs. And leprosy also meant a total loss of normal life. They would be outcast from their community, having to leave their family, their friends, their jobs, their community, their homes, and eventually be left just to die. And Luke 17 tells us that Jesus was traveling and 10 men who had leprosy met him on the road, but they stood at a distance because they were required to be a certain ways away and call out that they were unclean so people knew what they were encountering. But they called to Jesus in a loud voice saying, "Jesus, Master, have pity on us." And when Jesus saw them, he said to them, "Show yourselves to the priest." And so as they went, they were cleansed. As they went, they were healed. But let's put ourselves in this story here for just a moment. But can you imagine all of this taking place? You have an incurable disease. You encounter Jesus and he has compassion. And while you're on your way to the priest, all the sores and the spots that you once had were now gone. But out of the 10 men who were healed, only one, after he noticed that he had been healed, came back praising God. And he wasn't just an ordinary person that came back, he was a Samaritan. If you know anything about the relationship between Jews and Samaritans, they hated each other. The other 9 were Jews and they would have been considered religious and faithful, but not the Samaritan. He was a heathen, he was a sinner. But yet he's the one that recognized the grace and the healing of Jesus. So the story of the 10 lepers teaches us that true thankfulness recognizes the need for God. The lepers recognized and understood that in order to fix their condition, if there's anyone who can, it's the Master. And so they cry out, "Jesus, Master, have pity on us." And I think that for some of us, we're quick to ask God for his help, but we're slow in noticing or acknowledging the answer when it comes. See, the 10 lepers also showed us that true thankfulness puts faith into action. Jesus told these 10 men, even before they were healed, to go see the priest, and they obeyed. This blind, immediate obedience, and Scripture tells us that as they went, they were healed. As they went in faith, they were healed. These men had to put their faith into action even before they saw the result of an answered prayer. And lastly, this story shows us that true thankfulness leads to a life of worship. The leper who returned understood the depth of what he had received. He was given new life. He was given another chance, a second chance. True thankfulness transforms us from the inside out. And it starts with recognizing a need for God. It puts faith into action and it finds an expression in worship. Enjoy your discussion today.